I remember there was a broker that I was working with, and they were in their startup phase, and I had introduced them to a tied agent out of I can't remember which country, and they were still startup, and this business for them meant like it was good business, and their compliance said no. Without having like proper, and it wasn't anything shady, but just, because the tied agent was in Albania or whatever it was with in Greece, I can't remember the exact details. It was just a little bit too, with this, let's say there was a 0.01% chance that this might not be good. She blocked it right out. So
that's the only clue she needs, the compliance department, just to stop any deal.
Who knows who's right or wrong, but what that did mean was no business. She did her job exceptionally well.
The truth is, compliance is probably one of the most difficult departments in the industry. They are employed by a company that they want to make money, they want to run profits, they want to have a sustainable business, but it's always conflicting with their requirements. So whenever there is that chance, as you mentioned, the 0.01% chance to block the deal, they will try to block the deal.
And it's hard to find that meeting point where two pulling from both ends, because I can also understand the compliance side, right? You can't be a salesperson and go and make empty promises and say you're guaranteed to make money, deposit, and push.
This is not acceptable.
It's not acceptable. And also, from a personal standpoint, I agree with that. Don't say that. It's wrong. Good. And then you moved. So your build-up up until Broctagon was mainly switching between dealing and account management.
Account management and operations, mainly on the operations department, because as you start with the sales, and to be frank, Easy Markets was way advanced when it comes to the systems that they have from their side. So when I moved to TADFX and we saw a company without any systems, it was like impossible for us to imagine that.
How will they operate? Yeah.
How do they operate without any systems? So slowly you start to build your own systems, because back then, again, 2008, 2009, there weren't so many companies to help out on the systems, on the CRM side, on the marketing, on the back office, online access for client portal for the clients. Bridges, fixed API bridges, they were not available. I remember we had a meeting with PrimeXM, and it was directly with the owner of PrimeXM, and he sat and he was trying to introduce us to the PrimeXM bridge, and we were looking at him and we're like, no, this cannot work. It's not possible. It's not there. And we kept asking, and he eventually convinced us that you have to try. And we're speaking about one of the big bridge providers
today. Yeah.
Yes, main name.
That is where people see opportunity where the majority don't, right?
That's very correct.
Yeah. That is where businesses, I guess, that start out and see that opportunity where you might not even know that yourself that it is actually there. You need it, and you don't see it for yourself. Those are the people or the businesses, I guess, that capture a big market and also do very well. And it's in any industry, not just in ours.
Yes.
Right?
I agree.
So we never knew we needed mobiles before the mobile came.
That's very correct. Yeah.
Right? We were with pages and whatever it was.
Now it's mandatory for any Forex company that when you're going to get a platform, you need to get a bridge at the same time.
Yes.
So in reality, it's like back 2008 to 2010, you would say that you needed to have an MT4 platform so you can promote your brand to a company. Now it's the MetaCodes platform, or probably another platform, and the bridge and all the other things that you can introduce to make the clients to come to your company.
Right.
It's a mandatory.
Thank you for watching. If you liked that video and you want to watch the full episode, it's available here. Remember to like, subscribe and share. It helps the channel.